Yes, the Boohoo Effect here. Tracy, aka Pissin Excellence. Nice try. Going over Survivor Girls and gassing her up. Why did you pick this time to gas her up? How convenient, because I started exchanging with this person that inserted herself in my calling out one of her chatters, one of her supporters, so she took offense to that. She takes care of her little babies because they coddle her and tell her what she wants to hear, how great and funny she is, because that's what Survivor Girl's goal is about. Praise and adulation, right? So she's going to protect her own, of course. The hen's going to go pecking if some predator comes towards the chicks. All right? Anyways, so, Tracy, more stories, no evidence. Why didn't you two, the Tracy and the Tracy, comment on my last upload? You ignored that. And then Survivor Girl later blocks me, so I get no voice, right? But Tracy can get up there on panel and tell all kinds of awful stories, lies. Why doesn't she prove it on her channel? Because she can't. You see, the whole trolling of her children, she's befriended all three of them. And all three has dumped Tracy. Tracy loved Forrest, but Forrest dumped her. Tracy to this day defends crotch vomit. And Harry, the very two that has actually stalked her children. On record, on file, in videos. But that's overlooked. She says that I'm co-signing Katie. No, I come to an agreement that Katie and I are not going to start exchanging, keep on exchanging throughout eternity. Okay? That's insane to expect me to be at odds with somebody with no forgiveness in sight for how many more years? 13 years? 15 more years? See, this is what Tracy, aka Pissin Excellence, the other crazy Tracy, this is what she wants. Every single time things die down and are at peace, everybody's being peaceful together, exclude my exchanges with Forrest and Sebastian because they mentioned me. They were calling me out on things. I responded. But for the most part, it's been relatively peaceful. And Pissin Excellence, after her vow to extend an olive branch to everyone, including her enemies, to seek love and peace, and life is short. Why continue this? Stop the arguing. For fuck's sakes, she says. But she come back, teamed up with Yaxley. She's over there gassing up Yaxley, getting him to do her bidding. Why does Tracy do this? Because she knows Yaxley will be in complete compliance. Because Yaxley fears Tracy, because she will stalk Yaxley, his real name, and his family, and go to the extent that most people fears. And for Survivor Girl to be teaming up with a person like Pissin Excellence, you see, Survivor Girl is not acting out of ignorance. She's playing stupid tonight in that live stream, but Survivor Girl herself knows all too well of what Tracy's about. The other Tracy, Pissin Excellence. Indeed, she does. But why did Survivor Girl excuse all of Tracy's past history, including against herself? Because she trades in her dignity and shame and her principles that she claims to have over her hatred for Tiffany or for her being at odds with myself. Because morals and principles are not really in Survivor Girl's heart. It's only whom she is targeting at the time that she exercises these so-called principles and morals. And a lot of people can see the true colors of Survivor Girl. You see, she'll mention everything about her cancer, expecting me to have full knowledge, despite how busy I am, full knowledge of all the bad, horrendous things that's been committed against Survivor Girl. But she doesn't answer to the things that I hear about herself with proof. wishing cancer upon somebody? Attacking children? Supporting and defending Yaxley? Collectively, there's plenty of proof. He dedicates a song, stating that his girlfriend at the time is his little Nazi. How more blatantly clear can you get of someone whose belief system is into the Hitler ideology back in the day? How blatantly clear can you get exposing someone who believes in the Nazi system? Against all those Jews, 6 million Jews slaughtered. And this guy, of course, he's going to attempt to deny it, that it happened. Otherwise, Yaxley will have to answer to 6 million slaughtered, tortured Jews. Of course, he's going to deny it. Does Yaxley actually think that he can fool everybody? That all those witnesses that seen all those bodies being buried, forced by the Allied forces to bury those bodies, to rub their nose into what Hitler and his regime were doing behind the scenes, behind the German people, all those people are going to collaborate all together? Hundreds of thousands of Germans all collaborate together to conceal the Holocaust? Some of the generals that were captured and taken through court and convicted, not one of those Nazi leaders that were actually captured, that did not escape, not one of them denied that the Holocaust happened. But they all blamed Hitler. Why? Because it happened. Because they're saying, I was just carrying out my orders. I'm innocent. That's Yaxley. Yeah, the guy that sings the Nazi song. The guy that condemns the Jewish people. Saying the name Jew as if it's disgusting. Condemning his girlfriend because he finds out she's of a Jewish descent. I've seen screen captures of Yaxley saying the N-word, okay? He's not saying it like a gangsta. He's saying it in a derogatory racist sense. All right? That's who you support, Survivorgirl. That's who Tracy supports. The evidence is overwhelming. He was chatting to a fellow Nazi believer in that belief system. And at the end, he says, "Sie Kyle, brother. Hail Hitler." All right? That's the salute. That's how they greet each other. And he said it to Yaxley. Okay? How much more evidence do you want? Him speaking to a fellow Nazi friend. Yeah. Keep backpedaling, Survivorgirl, because it's not going to work. You cannot argue with data evidence. All right? Now, since you are out to bury all the evidence about Tracy and Yaxley, I'm going to check into you, Survivorgirl, since you wanted to attack me in Lipstick's name, because you're going to protect your own, right? You're going to protect your little butt kissers. I'm going to check into your side of what they're saying about you. Since you're so adamant that I, check into what they're doing to you, how you condemn me for things that I don't know nothing about. How do I know you're not lying? You got Piss and Excellence up on panel believing what she says, but I'm supposed to take your word? You purposely denying what people are saying about Piss and Excellence despite the evidence? You believe her, but you expect me to believe you when you are being deceitful? Are you serious? No, Survivorgirl. I'm going to check into you because there's been some horrible allegations waged against you. You see, that's what real investigators do. They check both sides because they know, by and large, that one side is going to be lying against the other one. In some cases, both sides have a certain amount of truth about them. Okay? They're playing the blame game. Okay? I'm going to check into it. And if it's any lines crossed, I'm going to call you out. Survivor Girl, because that's a two-way street, okay? I'm not going to be your fellow slave. You know, my job is to defend you full time, right? That's what you asked me to do on my threads. You sought me out. You came to my threads, my video threads. You've been making your presence known over here, an area that has nothing to do with you. You can deny it all you want, but you've been going to my threads. You've been going into Piss and Excellence threads, her live chats. 2 years ago at least. You have inserted yourself in this area and you can't mind your own business. But you're claiming that everybody's attacking you, that I'm supporting all these bad people, you know, while talking to Piss and Excellence, the known child stalker. You ignored my video. You ignored everything that I've posted because I know you watch my channel. You've ignored it because you are on an agenda, Survivor Girl. You are not innocent. You put yourself in the judgment seat every single day and condemn people because that makes you feel good. Now we need to perhaps understand the deeper issue because you are obviously unhappy. Okay, you're angry. I've heard the most vile, disgusting things come out of your mouth, all in the name of heated anger. You need to take a self-evaluation, a hard look at yourself, and ask yourself why, Survivor Girl, that you are engaging in this heated, anger-filled emotions nightly. Ask yourself what the real problem is, instead of pointing the finger at everybody that does not serve you. Now, I heard what you said. You said you're either with me or you're against me. That means, Survivor Girl, that people that don't worship you, that are not enslaved for your so-called cause, are against you. That's a pretty narcissistic thing to say, don't you think? Because people have a right to do what they want, to say what they want, to act as their own individual, independent individual. You have no right to put those expectations on people. You sat there unemployed. You got defensive when I called you out to perhaps go to work. Use your time more wisely and productive. Feed into society instead of casting a dark spell, a dark mood over everybody because you want to bring everybody else down because you, Survivor Girl, are down. I work. You want to question me if I work? I just plopped down almost $100,000 on video. I hardly think an unemployed person can present that much money, okay? We'll see in the next one. And there will be a next one because you can't shut your mouth, Survivor Girl. This is your self-medication. YouTube is your vehicle to release and funnel that anger out. We'll see you in the next one.